Hey folks, we're excited to be back after a very eventful couple of weeks on the road with GDC. Before heading off to the show, our team caught up with White Paper Games, developers of The Occupation, the fixed-time investigative thriller set in Northwest England, specifically on Saturday, October 24th, 1987. Read our interview with the team to learn all about their design decisions in creating their innovative thriller. On March 18th, Epic announced the final round of Unreal Dev Grant recipients, the $5 million fund supporting devs working in UE4. In the words of Chance Ivy, we can't help but feel deeply honored to have played a part in the stories of hundreds of projects and look forward to where everyone will take things next. We're celebrating just a small number of the incredible projects here in this sizzle and hope you'll check out the great projects in this last round, which range from independent games like Aeon Must Die, Polter Pals, and Eximius, to interactive VR experiences like Project M, to cinematics and educational courses. Developer Interspace VR is working on their most ambitious endeavor yet, A Fisherman's Tale, featuring puzzles only possible in VR. In it, you control a doll inside a room, who's controlling a doll inside a room, who's controlling a doll inside of a room. This infinitely regressive layered approach to game design forces you to team up with different sized versions of yourself to solve multi-dimensional puzzles. To get a deeper look into the making of the game, we interviewed Interspace VR's co-founder and creative director to learn why the studio aimed to make a game that was only possible in VR and how they tackled some of the medium's biggest hurdles. Satisfactory is an ambitious open-world factory building simulator from Coffee Stain Studios, the Swedish developer that created viral sensation Goat Simulator. Now the team aims to develop a more ambitious experience that combines elements of shooting, crafting, and vehicles in a setting where you play as an engineer on an alien planet and are tasked with constructing a massive machine, for some mysterious reason. The game hits early access on the Epic Games Store on March 19th, and we encourage you to dive into our interview with the team, linked below, to learn how they're designing the game to be therapeutic, about the combat, the game's visuals, and more. Most known for its popular Pinball FX series of games, Sin Studios now takes aim at revamping old-school turn-based RPGs with their most ambitious endeavor yet, Operencia The Stolen Sun. Developed by a small core team, the first-person dungeon crawler will make its way to the Epic Games Store on March 29th. We got a chance to interview several members from the studio, and they explain how they're aiming to revamp the old-school genre with modern graphics, streamlined gameplay, all coupled with an engrossing story and cast of characters. In a game jam, teams prototype small games often in as little as 48 hours that enrich their understanding of development tools, workflows, and team dynamics, all while giving them the freedom to experiment or explore more creative designs, much to the credit of the relatively small time investment. Many developers have frequently participated in jams such as our own UE4 jams or the Global Game Jam, but did you know that many studios around the world also engage in their own internal events? Epic Games and Sumo Digital teamed up to co-organize a jam and found out what it takes to run a successful jam and what that even means. We kicked off last week with our annual State of Unreal GDC opening session from Epic Games founder and CEO Tim Sweeney, in which we announced Epic MegaGrants, a $100 million fund to assist creators doing outstanding work with Unreal Engine. Additionally, the upcoming Unreal Engine 4.22 release is the fastest version of UE4 ever, with drastically reduced compile times and many optimizations and performance upgrades, and will ship with ray tracing, new Live++ hot reload, multi-user collaboration, Niagara enhancements, and so much more. We showed Troll, a real-time short from Goodbye Kansas and Deep Forest Films, created entirely with UE 4.22, featuring a scene starring a digital princess, fairies, and an enchanted crown to demonstrate how ray tracing can create cinematic quality lighting with complex soft shadows and reflections. Quixel's short Rebirth highlights use of the studio's state-of-the-art photogrammetry techniques, extensive asset library, and world-class artistry to demonstrate new levels of photorealistic beauty in Unreal. The show also included updates on the Epic Games Store, a new partnership with Humble Bundle, and our now available free Epic Online Services SDK for any platform, engine, or game, helping devs with social experiences, game analytics, and a growing library of tools. And last but not least, revealed on stage was Chaos, our new high-performance physics and destruction system coming in early access to Unreal Engine 4.23. Dive into our recap of the show for more details on all the excitement and the announcements from GDC. Now on to our weekly Karma earners. Many thanks to Alakan01, Shadow River, Every Nun, Nebula Games Inc., Ikov, Thompson N13, Colder347, Ben Vlodky, Affirmion, and Gaigon Lee. If you'd like to see your name up here, head over to AnswerHub and support your community. Our first community spotlight was created by Claude Studio with support from the Master of Horror, Dario Argento, and it comes Dreadful Bond. In this supernatural psychological video game thriller, players will find themselves exploring the abandoned Wharton Manor, a place holding both the key to ancient secrets and memory of recent horrors. A short film is also being produced using the game assets, with both projects bearing the unmistakable signature style of the horror maestro. This is Passion, an audiovisual short film made in its entirety by Lyubomir Iko. The process of creating is described as a conceptual and philosophical pursuit, and the end result is an impressive composure of several skills. And last up is King of Retail, a first-person management game where you must, as the manager, perform all the tasks involved in running a store. As the player, you have to interview new hires, decorate and organize your store, handle article management, such as ordering, pricing, and placement, as well as providing sales to your customers. Thank you for joining us for our news and community spotlight.